I'm Jerry, and we are the Military Collectibles Shop. Thank you again for joining us on this episode of What's New at the Military Collectibles Shop, where we share with you all the stuff that's new at the Military Collectibles Shop. It really is kind of self-explanatory.
Yes.
We didn't want to get too deep. Kind of even naming our store. When we first opened, we tried to choose something that spoke to the masses. Military Collectibles Shop.
Wow,
and yet we still got calls,
Do you guys repair shoes?
Yeah.
I got these wedding shoes.
You buy 8-tracks? You're a collectible store, right? Yeah, no, we're a military collectible store. What's that? It's like military stuff. Anyway, so welcome to What's New at the Military Collectible Shop. So just confirming you are in the right place.
And if you've already signed off,
we don't blame you. We don't watch our videos, so we really don't expect you to either. But we are glad for those of you who do, because otherwise it would just be us in space
just talking to ourselves,
and that's just weird.
And we wouldn't even have a camera here.
Yeah, it does make more sense with a camera. Okay, so to add further convolutedness to this whole thing, this episode was supposed to be, I should enunciate more, supposed to be a question and answer video, where you, our wonderful viewers, have sent in a bunch of questions that I've been compiling dutifully, and but I undutifully I left them at work. So I don't have the questions. So we'll be doing that episode soon. So if any of you still have questions, feel free to get them in. Send them by email, pigeon, or other electronic device. But we no longer have a fax machine, so don't fax it. Okay, so what we're actually going to be doing is, because we didn't get that much stuff in the store this week, but we got a bunch of stuff in the mail. Because my name is Jerry and I have a problem. But that's okay. We're all in this together.
Wow.
So we're going to have an unboxing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, how do we open these boxes?
Well, I can use my...
Ooh, I could use this thing.
The world's slowest knife. Still waiting. Almost there. Almost there. There you go.
Okay.
You know, it's kind of funny because as a kid, I used to have a switchblade. Actually, my neighbor did. Steve Patsky. Shout out to Steve.
You mean when those were illegal?
They were totally illegal. But you hit the button and it snapped out and it hit the lock and it bounced back and locked back in place. So it was almost, It was comical because it'd be like, chick, chick. And I was like, hey, it put itself away. Always cut away from you. And especially not toward me. I remember this.
There's another box. Oh, it's the same box. What is this weird material?
That's good packing. Love ourselves some good packing.
Wow, that's...
And the brick. Oh, that was nice of the guy.
Ooh. Is that a jewelry box?
Actually, I don't remember what this... Oh, now I know what this is. Okay, it wasn't what I thought it was. This one must be that one.
All right.
This might take a while.
Uh-oh. Wow.
Well, don't just show you, show them. They don't come for us.
Well...
They come for the crap.
What's up with this thing? It doesn't stay open.
It's a self-closing box.
Look at it. It's a bunch of Merle's Marauder patches and...
It's a whole patch collection. Yep, bought a whole patch collection. Not that I needed another patch collection, but again, my name's Jerry, and I have a problem. But all nice World War II, some interesting variants. Like this is a OD Border Ohio patch. Shout out to Fritz in Ohio. This is one of the A's with the the branch of service central color, First Army, and it's purple and gold, which I don't even know what that is.
Wow.
Not the Minnesota Vikings. Boo, Vikings.
Wow. And look at this. This seems to be written in Russian.
It says America.
Wow.
Yeah, so a whole nice collection, and some really cool ones. Like the Merrill's Marauders is actually really cool. Oh, that's a Lido Road. That's nice too. The Merrill's Marauders one is nice because it's a hand done one.
Wow.
And a U.S. made one.
Wow, this one's kind of
regimental. To compare and contrast. 101st. Old Abe. Another little tidbit. The 101st Eagle is actually Old Abe from the Civil War, who came from, here in Wisconsin. And actually the patch shape is the shape of their Corps badge. How about them apples? And the 101st Division was first formed in 1918 in Milwaukee. Ah,
wow. Hey, how come some of these patches are green on the back?
I'm glad you asked. The greenback patches, or some collectors call them greenies, but I prefer greenback, were the first run of patches that were made in World War II because they still had a ton of OD colored green thread and they used it as a bobbin color. So they would actually and all of a sudden they're like, hey, we're going to need some of that OD green stuff for making tents and tarps and tanks and uniforms and all kinds of stuff.
Wow.
So they stopped doing that. So anytime you find an OD green back patch,
or you find that patch.
Another paratrooper. This is cool. This is a World War I or 1930s 29th Division patch.
This is that, what is this, the
92nd?
But it's the rare gold helmet.
Yeah, I've never seen a gold one. This is for the 1st Special Service Force, USA and Canada. Shout out to our Canadian friends, whose postal service is still on strike.
Ooh.
Oh, hey, we're going to need a little more maple syrup on our, what's the stuff they eat? French fries and the gravy. That's a something. Our Canadian friends will let us know. Couple Ranger. This one's actually cool. I think this is an Italian-made one.
Wow.
Couple Ranger ones. A 34th Division Red Bull. Just a standard one. But shout out to Dudley, who likes his Red Bull.
It's like a pickaxe or something.
That's actually cool. I think that's it's either a civil defense one or there was a high school program something that they did.
They sent the high school kids.
Hey kids, go dig a hole. 12th Air Force in Bouillon. Bouillon.
This one seems pretty cool.
Yeah, it's actually like started out to be a World War I one.
World War 11?
Yeah. This one was interesting because it's a paratrooper one, like the typical PX ones that we see, like this one, paratroopers, but it's in gold. Now, the other weird thing about this one is it's on cloth, so I wasn't sure if it was basically if moths just ate the rest of the patch, but this one's actually backed with cheesecloth, so I think maybe that's how it was.
Wow.
Is I don't know.
Well, that's really cool.
Yeah, so I think I think there was about 300 some patches in this collection. So, yeah, awesome. There's another. This must be okay. This is a Coast Guard one done in the same form as that paratrooper one. So it must have just been a manufacturer's variant, which is kind of cool.
What's the pack mean?
This
is like the third
Pacific.
Oh.
Or I don't know. Pacific Air Command?
Oh, yeah.
I'm just making this up now.
I doubt that. Oh, this is a war correspondent?
That's cool. Yeah, so just a great group of patches. Anytime I can, get some neat patches, I'm doing it because patches are cool. You know, patches are actually kind of how I started. Oh, that's cool. I
Wow.
wonder if that was for a B29.
Wow,
Yeah,
these
so-
are really cool.
Yeah, so I was excited to get that. Okay.
I'm glad I could share these with me.
Yeah. All right, on to box 2.
Ooh, this one has bubble wrap.
Bubble wrap,
versus the-
which we don't pop because we save it because we use it. Ah. Ooh. Another one of those knives that Jerry collects. Yep, this is a Fond du Lac Vocational School knife, made here in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, and these were made in World War II at the vocational school. A couple interesting things about this one is it actually has a different style scabbard, but it's still the tin line scabbard. But normally the scabbards are all marked Becker built, but this one was not. And they're kind of unique in how they're made. But otherwise it has the typical handle, a little nicer finish, brass rivets, and kind of a misshapen S-guard. But it's actually a little heavier S-guard than I've seen on some of the other ones. You know, very cool. So I'm going to have to look at this with a loop and see if this one was a Fond du Lac one or this might be from another vocational school here in Wisconsin. The interesting thing about this one is it actually came out of Nebraska.
Wow.
Yeah, who knew? I was trying to get a hold of it because the guy had contacted me maybe 2 years ago. And, you know, I always figured he was up, you know, round Fond du Lac where these tend to turn up. We couldn't get together. And then I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to be heading up that way. You know, can I stop by? And he's like, he started mentioning some of these city names. And I'm like, wait a minute, where are you? And he's like, oh, I'm in Nebraska. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm not driving there. Because it's a long ways away. It goes Wisconsin, Minnesota,
And it's not up there.
a couple
it's-
other
it's down
states,
there,
in
isn't it?
Nebraska, somewhere down. Yeah,
Yeah.
I could probably find it on a map. Anyways, the Postal Service knows where it is, and they know where I am, so that worked out. But I was tickled to get those because even though I'm adding it to my collection of many, more is always better. Because again, my name is Jerry, and I have a problem. But getting more knives helps. What's that big ass shell there?
Look at this. We got a shell vase. It's infantry, the 139th Company K. And what is the target thing on there?
That's the 38th Division.
Why would they adopt something that looks like a
That's
target?
not. It doesn't look like a target.
It looks like crosshairs on a rifle.
Well, there it
scope.
does, but not in real life. I think it's 38th Division.
It says RAA.
Nope,
The
not
hell?
38. Hey, what's in there?
Yeah, German buckle. Spiders too.
The unit patch that's on there is they were in World War II. They were the unit that was portrayed in Kelly's Heroes, the movie with Don Rickles.
Wow.
So,
So this is.
and Clint Eastwood, and Telly Savalas, and probably somebody else.
1918-9.
Oh,
Okay.
Well, sure, the European way. Okay. All right, another big box. I'm not using the world's slowest opening knife.
It's still on closing right now.
I'm using the Thomas Whitman approved cutter, so we can be like fancy dealers.
This is a plastic one. Ooh, look at that paper. It's like a big bunch of different.
Okay, once you unwrap that. All right. Don't get too excited. it's a reproduction.
Oh well.
But, you know, it's still cool.
Fooled me because it
Hey, you want to buy a $10,000 hat?
and a Knight's Cross.
Knight's
too.
Cross.
Did you see that there's a Knight's Cross in here?
Ooh. But a nice, very nicely done, and I think a bigger size.
Oh, it's the size 60 hat.
Rip! Shut up.
Look at that.
I'd have to run around a little bit.
Oh, that's the Polish. Who's that? The Obergruppenführer Poe had one of those.
Oh yeah,
And-
right. Yeah, no,
yeah.
it was very specific tunic.
Yeah, I think it was modeled after a Polish.
Yeah.
It was like ironic, but
Yeah, a couple SS generals had it, and the guy had he had used it for display. He actually said he never really wore it. He just used it for display, so I'm not really sure why. But a neat tunic with the pants.
I'm not sure that
And the hat.
insignia or the hat is real either.
Yeah, we're going with a big no.
And the white on the ribbon seems to glow without
without a black light.
And
all right.
cool.
Okay, we got a helmet shell in. When it initially came in, I thought it was actually a real camouflage overspray with a little bit of roughness put in. But then the closer we looked at it, we noticed that unfortunately some of the overspray and everything was over pitting. So not a good sign when you're looking at a helmet. So thankfully it's just a shell. But value-wise, it took, what would have probably been $600-700 shell even with, if this would have been original camo, takes it down to a much more affordable reenactor level pricing. But we were able to show the guy we bought it from, why we were valuing it the way we were and what we thought, and we looked at it pretty closely and under magnification, so that helped. And then one last British shout out to Rick T. British Royal Marines hat badge
Cool.
with a king's crown. So, World War II-ish. Yeah. So, I guess the thing I'm most happy about is another knife from my collection. Followed closely thereafter by some pretty cool patches.
Oh yeah.
Kind
Really
of
cool patches.
chuffed about that. That's what our friends in England say. They're chuffed.
I'm happy about
Mark's happy about nothing.
my slow motion switchblade.
You found a fake SS buckle.
Oh yeah. Aw.
Okay, so the weather's getting. We finally met Old Man Winter this week. The temperature is dropping, and the snow is blowing. So I hope it's nice wherever you are, and if not, bundle up. We have more videos planned. Thankfully, I've got some time off of work pretty soon, so I'll be able to work more in the warehouse. We actually still want to do a segment on I found it in the warehouse, where we're just going to randomly go back there and grab a bin and see what's in there. Maybe it'll be Mark's artillery Luger. We don't know. Maybe it'll be the money for Snowman. Could be. Maybe it'll just be a big old box of Legos. Yeah, you really never know. Unfortunately, that's how the warehouse works. It's not really a warehouse, it's a warehouse. But we're working on it. I mean, we're just two guys, and we're very busy. We have a lot going on. But we do the best that we can, and we appreciate you guys joining us for this little frivolity that we do. We appreciate all of our viewers, even the ones who consistently give us thumbs down. Why even click the button? You know, just go past the video. There are literally thousands of other videos to watch. Why watch us just to give us a thumbs down? And I know it's you, Ron, so stop that. My Google algorithm says it's you. Okay. I don't know. Anything else?
No, I think that's it.
Yeah. Again, if you have questions for us, let us know. We'll be doing Q&A probably next time. I think, do we have another? I don't know if we're going to get one in before Christmas. Yeah, we got another week before Christmas.
We do.
Yeah, okay, good. And don't worry about sending us anything unless you have a find-a-like knife. Then address it to Jerry, care of the Military Collectible Shop, 9707 West Greenfield in West Allis, Wisconsin, 53214. Or SS stuff. Or airborne stuff.
I'll take some Geburgsjäger stuff. Santa.
Hey, Santa. Okay.
Do you think Santa gets this? Do you think he's giving us the thumbs down? Because that would explain a lot of things.
We'd be on the naughty list. No, Santa Claus likes us. I'm confident in that. Okay, and thanks to all of you who've watched our other video. We just put up the Snoopy's Christmas one again because 'tis the season.
Excellent.
So, all right. Yeah. Okay, that's all we got for now. Thanks again for watching. We really appreciate every single one of you and hope to talk to you soon. Visit our website. Lots of cool stuff going on every single week. Mark's been writing up a lot of stuff. Matt's been writing up a lot of stuff. Jerry hasn't been doing much of anything. But we'll be working on it. So a lot of stuff. Check the website because it's constantly updated. And you can select to view most recent. So be sure your browser is set to do that. Otherwise, you just see all the old stuff that's sold.
Can you check on forgotten old stuff? The first stuff that we listed that nobody.
There's still we should go through and revisit some of those prices.
You mean boost those prices?
Boost those prices right up because we're obviously
we're having a sale on that stuff this week.
Right? Yeah.
'Cause next week
prices going up. Right. All right. Okay. Thank you again for watching. We appreciate having you here and being a part of this. It's fun. Why do you keep banging them? It's fun to be around. So we'll talk to you soon. Visit the website. Send us the emails. You know the drill. Until next time, I'm Jerry.
And I'm Mark.
And we are the Military Collectibles Shop.